Norma in Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, Norma, what's up? Norma, you are on the air.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
When I was watching Big Picture last night, you were talking about this Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Yes.
Could you talk more about that and what the different elements of it were?
Well, here's one of the problems. We don't know. I've had two members of Congress on this program. Actually, several. Bernie Sanders has talked about this. Sherrod Brown has talked about this. Peter DeFazio has talked about this. And Alan Grayson has talked about this. All on this program. Two senators, two members of the House of Representatives. None of them can get a draft copy of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The White House is holding it in secret. It is being negotiated between a bunch of in a room with about a little over 100 organizations represented, other than the countries themselves, and it's only the executive branches of the countries. And it's countries like, the Philippines and China and Japan and who knows, I don't know. It's a bunch of countries, along the Pacific Rim and us. Other than them, it's mostly transnational corporations. And it's being debated in complete privacy and quiet and secrecy. And Obama has already said that he intends to seek fast-track authority. Fast-track was a rule or a way of passing legislation that I think is unconstitutional, that was put into place in 1974 at the request of Richard Nixon, where the president could present legislation to Congress and say, take it or leave it, and if you take it, it only takes a majority vote, but there's limited debate and there's no ability to amend. It either passes or it doesn't. And this was done for trade agreements. And trade agreements, according to the Constitution, trade agreements, in fact, where is my little Constitution? I've lost it someplace. Here it is. According to the Constitution, it is Congress that has the right to regulate trade between the United States and other countries. I mean, here it is. Article 1, Section 8, Number 3. Congress shall have the power to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. So, and in fact, it goes on, and I'd have to dig a little bit to find where, but it says that if Congress is negotiating treaties, let's see, treaties are in here. I'll have to look for it. Anyway, the treaties require a supermajority. They require 2/3. And, they require 2/3 of but so they're calling this thing a trade agreement rather than a treaty, even though a treaty is an agreement between us and another country. They're calling it a trade agreement so it can be passed by majority vote rather than 2/3. And this is what they do with sneaky legislation that they don't want people to know about and they don't want there to be a debate on. And this is where I think this administration is going to get, kicked in the teeth on this thing, or the shins, or, whatever the metaphors you want to use. Apparently what it's going to do is it's going to lower our standards for food safety. It's going to lower our standards for pharmaceutical safety. It's going to make patent protections more favorable to giant corporations. It may mess with the internet. A lot of it has nothing to do with international trade. It has to do with business standards. This is not a good thing, and we need to be mobilizing against it and getting ready. Because when the Obama administration rolls this thing out, frankly, I think that a lot of the Tea Partiers are going to be objecting to it, too, on their constitutional grounds, because this is a violation of the Constitution. So, Norma, that's pretty much all I know about it. Everything I do know about it, I don't like, and publiccitizen.org has a spinoff called, I think, Global Trade Watch. Lori Wallach is the president of it, and they have quite a bit of information over on their website. So,
well, I appreciate this, but I
Sure.
was trying to read what you had on the screen last night. It said something about ban Buy America policies.
yes, it would make it
that's
illegal for any
interference
nation to
with,
have nationalistic purchasing policies.
Well, that sounds to me like an interference with free speech also, because I'm constantly telling people to find something made in America.
Yeah.
Buy America, because this is the only vote the consumer has. It doesn't matter who we elect. We don't really have a vote in what we elect because they don't work for us. And the only vote
Thanks
we
to the
have
Supreme Court.
is trying to use our money to buy an American product to force them to bring the companies back.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, a company that is based overseas is no longer an American company, and they don't deserve any kind of consideration or tax breaks.
Yeah, I agree. Norma, well said. Thank you very much for the call.